is a bitter pill that Jamaica has to swallow.
Independence, you don't have that yet. We're under the British system. I think that's a problem.
To our brothers and sisters in Jamaica, that life is more important than party. And Jamaica is more important than party politics. In America, partisan politics is literally destroying the country. So even though we disagree, that disagreement should never allow us to take the life of another human being simply because they are a member of a different party.
On an official visit to the Gleaner, Minister Farrakhan, who was a key player in the organisation of America's Million Man March in October of 1995, said Jamaican politics should be about more than just political tribalism and thuggery.
So now if I got a yellow shirt or a green shirt, does that mean that it has deprived me of my humanity? So we've got to outgrow these immature expressions of our differences. Jamaican politics must never degenerate into thuggishness. Politics is a means to an end, and the end should always be for the good of the island of Jamaica and all its people.
But in a bleak warning to Jamaica, Minister Farrakhan warned of a revolution by the people unless government acted quickly to rectify Jamaica's debt problem.
There's a bitter pill that Jamaica has to swallow because of the debt of $216 billion and the slowdown in the economy. So let us hope and let us pray that we will be able to ease the pain through good politics, but at the same time, if we don't move quickly, the masses will rise in Jamaica just like they're doing all over the world. And what I would hate to see is that a well-armed army and police force will shoot down those in the street who want to see genuine change that benefits Jamaica.
Flag, it's beautiful. You got one of the most beautiful anthems in the world. And you got a seat in the United Nations. Big up for you. But independence, you don't have that yet. Independence, you don't have that yet. Brothers and sisters, how could we be independent and then allowing ourselves to continue to function under the institutions of our former colonial and slave masters? My teacher taught me that if a man won't treat you right, what will make you think he will teach you right? So you mean you gonna put your children under a system made by your enemies and theirs? If you want to be free, the first thing you have to think about is what kind of education should we possess that will allow us to continue what Norman Manley and Bustamante and Michael Manley, the journey that they put us on? It ain't over yet. So you don't have nothing to celebrate if you're not marching toward the goal of true liberation, true independence. Now, what kind of education are you receiving? Well, we are under the British system. I think that's a problem. How do I know that? Because you have not proved in the 50 years of your independence that you are not still bound to your former colonial and slave masters. When Sister Portia came into her second time of office, I was somewhere in the United States and I read, she said, we need to move toward being a republic. I don't know, did you hear that?
Yes, sir.
She said we need to say goodbye to the Queen. Not disrespectful. We need to say to the Governor General, you're a good man. No. But no longer should you be the Queen's representative as the head of state. Don't you think we can handle our affairs? That's what independence means. Some of you mothers and fathers, you rear your children, they leave your house. If they back the next week, Mama, can I borrow some sugar and tea? She said, well, what you left for? If you can't go out and make it on your own, then you should have stayed in the room that I gave you. So now you coming back. That's how white people look at you. I give you independence, you don't want to take it. Your educators should be developing an educational system that frees your mind from white supremacy influence.
My mother told me, because I really never met the man, was a Jamaican, very handsome. He was a handsome Jamaican. And he had light skin and what they call good hair. Lord help us. Hair has now a moral quality attached to it. But she told me that my grandfather, his father, was Portuguese. So I said, Portuguese? Then as I matured, I saw that in the Inquisitions in Spain and Portugal, many members of the Jewish people who had mastered in Europe the sugarcane industry in Spain
They had become great, we call it entrepreneurs, financiers. But in order for them to continue to live, they either had to say, I'm a Christian to survive, or flee. And many fled Spain and Portugal and came to what is called the West Indies and South America, namely Brazil. Now, if you study the slave trade, I don't want to labor on that so much, but in the Babylonian Talmud, did you know it was a rabbi that said that black people are cursed, black, doomed to be hewers of wood and drawers of water, because we are the children of Ham, that son of Noah that disrespected him? When you look at how black people are treated, no matter where we go in the world, that poison that we are somehow an inferior people, doomed to be hewers of wood and drawers of water of Caucasian people. And they teach this to their children. So when you meet them, you meet somebody who approaches you with a superior attitude.
Teach, brother.
And unfortunately, we have responded by bowing and acting in a servitude-like manner. But you know, as I studied the migration of the Portuguese, the Spanish, the Dutch, the French to the Caribbean, it was slavery that enriched Europe. And no matter what branch of Europe colonized or enslaved us, the British took away our African names and gave us English names, right? And most of us carry those names today. True? None of us spoke or speak today the language of our country and culture. We speak English because the English captured us and gave us not only their language, but their religion.
Yes, sir.
And they bred into us the hatred that they have for other members of the family of Europe that they were always fighting against. So the British and the French never got along too well. The British and the Spaniards never got along too well. And so here we are, we the British representatives. Is a Christian because the French made him that. You see?
Yes, sir.
So now the Spanish, oh, let's go to Puerto Rico or to Cuba.
Yes, yes.
When Spain conquered, they did the same thing to the African. Take away your name, take away your language, take away your culture, give you their language, give you their religion, and impose upon you their mind.
Yes, sir.
So here we are in the Caribbean. We are so divided, not just between British or English-speaking West Indians, French-speaking, Dutch-speaking, Spanish-speaking, French-speaking. No, no, no. We are worse than that. When I was a little boy, I heard a calypso song that was written by a Trinidadian, a Calypsonian, long time ago. Small island, go back where you come from. Small island, go back where you come from. You come by the 1 and the 2 and the 3. Now I find you up inside me breadfruit tree. Small island, go back where you come from. Now look, he was talking about the Bajanians. What am I saying, my dear family? We were not only divided by the languages and cultures of Europe, we began to be divided even by our islands. So Jamaica and Barbados and Trinidad and St. Lucia and Anguilla, all of the islands, they had some beef against somebody from another island. And in America, when West Indian people started coming, they couldn't hang out with their own islanders. They had to go to a church, and for the first time, people from all the islands learned each other, learned to live together, learned to work together, learned to plan together for the advancement of those from the West Indies. And it was in that environment that the languages of the Caribbean, the dialects of the Caribbean nurtured my life. So now when you look at the introduction of slavery in the West Indies, you find that the Europeans and also members of the Jewish people bought up all the land. So the land where we worked in the cane fields was owned by somebody else. So we were always the plantation workers, but rich white people were the plantation owners. And so they made the wealth from us, but we just barely survived. So now, the Caribbean gave to the world sugar, bananas, pineapple, rice, and coffee. And in Brazil, there was sugar, tobacco, cocoa, and cotton. And the whites were the masters of the production and marketing of all those things. And of course, the British, the French, the Dutch, the Portuguese, the Spanish, all controlled these territories at various times. But no matter which European nation controlled the land and the sea, it mainly was the Jewish merchants who controlled the profitable trade in the produce of the Caribbean and America. And so here we are.
Guys, welcome back to Tasty Reaction once more. Tasty Reaction is my name. Kindly for watching this video for the first time, make sure you subscribe, like, share, and comment. So guys, in today's video is about Louis Farrakhan. Louis Farrakhan has come out and has advised we as the African leader, a Jamaican leader, and also Caribbean. But this time directly he has gone to Jamaica, because Jamaica is being having election this year. So Louis Farrakhan is from Jamaica. His parents is from Jamaica. So Louis Farrakhan actually is Jamaican, and he has really fighting for we as the black people for so long. But this time round, he has come out and he has advised the Africa towards to Jamaica to have a peaceful election, and they want now, because all people are now waking up. So he has advised the leaders of Jamaica to stand up and support, have good election, and he has urged the leaders, don't elect the party, because we know the culture of we as the black people, we normally elect the party. So let's elect the leaders but not the party. And he has said that let's elect the leader who cannot be used as a puppet, because most of the leaders are being used as a puppet. So he has come out and he has said that let's elect the leaders who can be used as a puppet, a fearless leader. We want now a fearless leader who can come out and talk about the reality, because most of us, we have been electing the puppet leader to this West country. But this time long, we don't want to elect a puppet leader. We want to elect a leader who can come out and talk about reality. A leader like Ibrahim Traore. We want a leader like Ibrahim Traore. We don't want a leader who can come out and being used, who can come out and our resources being taken out and the leader is being silent. So he has come out and sending a warning to Jamaica to have a peaceful election and also elect a good leader, a good government, and a government that will be work. So he has said to Prime Minister of Jamaica to respect people and to have the free and election. And he has also said that we don't want any agent from this West country, because this West country, they normally pick us our leaders. When they come to our country, they are coming like an observers, but in other hand, they want a leader who can elect themselves. So he has come out and he has said that elect the leader who can be listened by anybody. Don't elect a puppet leader. Elect a leader who can be listened by anybody. So he has come out and he has said that we want a leader who is fearless. We want a leader who is the Ibrahim Traore in heart. We want a leader like Julius Malema, a leader who can, a world leader. We don't want a puppet leader. So he has advised the people of Jamaica to have up and wish them to election, because election is nearby. It's only around 2 to 3 months we will be having election in Jamaica. So Jamaica is a good place, and we know Jamaica is being ruled by a PM and Holiness. So and Holiness is being fighting for his battle, and this time round he has the competitor. So let's all leaders have unity, and we want unity because this is the only way that these people they can come out and divide us. They can come out and sponsoring the violence in our country so that they destabilize us, and then they come up back to restore security, and those security are their friends. So we don't want any interference with these people. Let's just have the free and fair election. Let's united. Let's have peace. Let's maintain peace, because election will come and go. But this time round, we are going to elect a leader. We are not going to be given a leader, because we want a leader who can be spoken, a leader who can. Do you know that Ibrahim Traore, when he came in power, he chased away military troops. Those military troops that were in Burkina Faso were chased away. Then he suspended all other USAID, World Bank, World Health Organization, all those humanitarian were suspended by Ibrahim Traore in Burkina Faso. He said that we can use our resources to develop our own country. So this also can happen in Jamaica. So Jamaica might now come out and follow the suit of Ibrahim Traore to come out and suspend all those things that are not helping the people of Burkina Faso, so that they can have a peaceful election, so that they can really united and defending the people of Burkina Faso. So we wish well in the election, coming election. That's the message from Louis Farrakhan. Louis Farrakhan is a Jamaican. He has the footstep of Jamaica. So kindly guys for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe, like, share and comment. I'll be back with more updates about the election of Jamaica. So kindly guys, if you haven't subscribe to this channel called Test Reaction. I'll be back with the more updates. Bye for now, and thanks for my loyal supporters who are coming back to watch my video. It's my pleasure to say thank you so much, and may God bless you. Bye for now.